Hello, welcome, or welcome back, or should I welcome myself? Because I've forgotten how to do this, but let's catch up. So, yes, I'm late to the party, but let us review my 2021 in terms of books. Let us see how my reading here has been. This is my guilt ridden video in which I'll try to sum up everything that I tried to do in 2021 in terms of reading. So, first, we'll begin with a little statistics, Goodreads statistics, how many books I read, blah blah blah. Then we'll move forward to this end of the year book survey. Then, in short, I'll tell my top 10 favorite books of 2021. Beginning with some Goodreads statistics, I read a total of 64 books in 2021, which accounts for 25,906 pages. Um, Moving on to my shortest book was 123 pages, and that was The Stranger by Albert Camus. I figured it out. It's not called Camus, it's called Camus. My longest book was A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara, which was 722 pages long. And my average book length in 2021 was 404 pages. So that was about the statistics. Now, let us begin with some questions. The first question is, what was the best book you read in 2020? So, originally, it would go to hands down Sword of Kaigan by Emil Wong, but the last book that I read for 2021 had to be mentioned, and that was A Man Called Uwe by Frederick Backman. I forgot I have to show the books also. A Man Called Uwe, Frederick Backman. Second question, book you were excited about and thought you were going to love more but didn't. And for this, I have If I Had Your Face by Frances Cha. It's a book based in Korea. It talks about many issues that Koreans face, like the beauty standards there and what all, sexism, and many things I don't even remember right now. But I thought I had great expectations from that book. But I think in order to cover so many topics, it couldn't focus on any of the topics. It couldn't kind of give to the audience what it intended to. Third question, most surprising book in a good way or a bad way. So I'll definitely do in a good way, because here we are for positivity in 2022. And a book that surprised me was Tokyo Ever After by Emiko Jean. Oh shit. Tokyo Ever After by Emiko Jean. It's a YA contemporary. So it's about this young teenage girl living in the States, and she comes to know that her father is the supposed crown prince of Japan, and from there begins the journey of her knowing what her identity is, her family background, like coming of age, kind of not coming of age, but the teenage identity crisis. Yes, that's more appropriate. Coming of age, no. But it was good. I did not think I would like this book that much. Also, a factor that contributed was I hadn't read any book for a long while, and this was a quick, fast-paced, easy-going, dramatic here and there book. So yes, that was what I needed to get out of my reading slump. So yes. Another question is, a book you pushed the most people to read, and they did. Turn the question a bit. A book that I lent to my friend and she read, and the book was The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune, and I had no doubt that she would love it, and she did. And yes, I'm proud that I made her read that. Yes. Next question, new favorite author you discovered in 2020. So I think this question just correlates to the best book you read, and my answer is accordingly. So I discovered Emil Wong, the author of Sword of Kaigan, and Frederick Bachman, author of A Man Called Uwe, and I'm glad I discovered them.
Next question. Best book from a genre you don't typically read and was out of your comfort zone.
The genre it's I never typically read earlier from was romance, and I read The Governor's Game by Tessa Dare, and I actually liked it. It was not just only about romance and many other things. So yes, that was a book I surprisingly liked. And I guess from that point onwards, I've started giving other romances a try, like contemporary romance and all. And I've read quite a few now. So yes, let's see if I'm diversifying my reading taste or not. Another question is the most action-packed, thrilling, or unputdownable book you read in 2021. So if I had to go for action-packed, it would definitely be Sword of Kaigen. Amazing combat. Please, people who live for fighting scene, action scenes, you have to read it if you want to. And in terms of unputdownable or thrilling, I'd say The Help by Catherine Stockett was good as well. I liked it. I read this early in the year, that is why I can't remember much of its details. But yes, The Help was also good. It's about it's set in 1960s Mississippi and talks about racial discrimination, but in the most light way, and it's good. It's unputdownable, actually. Yes. Another question: favorite cover of a book you read in 2021? And for me, that is The Girl with Hazel Eyes by Callie Browning. I read it for Around the World Reading Challenge for the country Barbados. Good cover.
Next question is most memorable character of 2021.
First goes to Misaki. Definitely. Sword of Kaigen character. Misaki, great mom. Wonder Woman just trapped in Japan. Next can be all the characters from House in the Cerulean Sea. They're all adorable. All like all they all leave some imprint on your mind. Then Joe, or rather all the March sisters from the Little Women. And last but not the least, Uwe. Uwe, the last book I read, a man called Uwe, and he's this grumpy old man. It's very fun to read about that character, and I think I'm having this recency effect because that's the last book I read, and it was freaking great and amazing, and I have all the things fresh in my mind about that book. So yes, Uwe is a great character. Next question: most beautifully written book that you read in 2021? And I had to go with Kristen Hanna's book, and that is Night Road. And I think Kristen Hanna's writing in general is beautiful, so I don't need to explain myself, but this was so beautiful. I love it. Most thought provoking or life changing book you read in 2021, and that is My Dark Vanessa by by Kate Elizabeth Russell. And that book, you just need to read the synopsis in order to know the gravity of the situation in that book. The topic is so dark, and the way it deals with it, it's amazing. People need to read it once you become adults. Content warning because so yes, Maya Dark Vanessa, hard hitting book. Those were all the questions. So now let us just fly through all the 10 top 10 books of 2021 that I read. And these are in no particular order because who can do it? First, we have The Burning God by R.F. Kuang, third and final book of the Poppy War series. The finale, I'd say, was not the best finale, but it was an amazing finale. Could have been better, but was nonetheless an amazing read. Another book is The Help by Catherine Stockett. Again, 1960s Mississippi, racial discrimination, two black women, one white woman, and we see how all their lives intertwine. The book is A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire, which was the second book in this. What's the series name? From Blood and Ash series. It's the second book in that series. and I don't remember why I liked that book, but I was scrolling through my Goodreads and I found that I gave it a 5 stars. And when I recall why I gave it a 5 star, I can't seem to recall it because I seem to forget everything that I read. So yes, that was a good book too. The best wide duologies that exist if you read fantasy. So We Free the Stars and okay, We Hunt the Flame and We Free the Stars. That is the first and the second book respectively. Amazing book. Arabia inspired world where magic no longer remains, and this group of misfits, not misfits, where this group of people come together to restore magic to this empire world, whatever you may say. Then we have The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. Do I need to say any more than that? Because it's a lovable, adorable, found family book which has a gay character taking care of peculiar, strange, and unique kids, and it's just amazing. A warm bear hug. Then we have none other than The Sword of Kaigen, which is by M.L. Wong. It's an amazing, epic fantasy in a Japanese inspired world. It has amazing magic system, amazing combat, amazing emotional storyline. Book. If someone asked me what's your favorite thing about The Sword of Kaigen, I'd say it has a perfect balance of action and emotion. Perfect. Then we have A Man Called Uwe by Frederick Bachman. Amazing read. The other book is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, and that is the first classic that I ever read, and it's amazing. Talks about these four sisters, their bond, the hardships that they go through, and come out victoriously. Amazing read. And last but not the least, we have Kristen Hanna's Night Road. I read actually two books of Kristen Hanna this year, which were True Colors and Night Road. And Night Road left a great impact on me. It was amazing. As always, she has amazing writers, has emotional stuff going on, and I remember reading this book, like a part of this book when I was traveling, and like I had people all around me, and I was reading a particularly emotional scene, and I had to hold back my tears because I'm that person who cries every time. So yes, those are all my favorite books of 2021. I hope you kind of enjoyed, because I kind of enjoyed, because it was after a very long time that I'm doing this. And yes, let's be consistent. So yes, bye. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, or whatever you want to do.